I wanted to talk with you a little bit today about the difference between expenses and cost of sales. These things are really, really important in your real estate business. And did you know that even just by doing the simple things, you're spending about $1,300 a month in expenses, and you definitely need to budget for that, okay? All right, so first of all, let me tell you the difference between an expense and a cost of sale. An expense is typically a recurring thing that you're putting out for on a monthly basis. A cost of sale is something that doesn't really trigger until a sale happens. So here's the difference between an expense and a cost of sale. For instance, an expense is putting gas in your car, right? A cost of sale is at a closing when your split with your firm comes out, right? That is a cost of sale. It is not an expense. However, you do have to budget for that in your yearly goal setting sessions. So in other words, if you didn't have any closings, you wouldn't have that split, but you might have a monthly office expense that you have to pay. All right, now that I've got you totally confused, let's run down the list of expenses, and then we'll talk a little more about cost of sales. All right, so I have created this very simple cheat sheet, and I have realtor annual dues on here. If you have quarterly or monthly MLS dues, whatever state you're in, then you've got those. This is like your office fee. That's what I was talking about, your monthly office bill. It might include copies, your E&O insurance, whatever that is. So I just put $75 a month, and for a year, that's $900. Now your phone, I put at $150 a month. So this would be the yearly total. Miscellaneous supplies. These are like brochure folders you might need, paper, printer cartridges, binder clips, things like that. All right, stamps and note cards, right? This is what you do, sending out those personal notes, because you know how much we encourage you to do that in the locker room. Now, if you buy 5 signs and they're $150 a piece, then that's going to be $750 for 5 signs. Now, if your brokerage provides you with the signs, that's great. You're still probably going to want to get little sign writers. So that amount may go down some, but trust me, you'll probably spend it somewhere else. Marketing for listings. I might be shooting a little low on this. This is pictures, professional photos, maybe measurements, if you do drone shots, whatever you do. Okay, so this is marketing the listings, and I calculated this as if you had 1 listing a month at 6,000. All right, then gas, traveling all over God's green earth to show homes or to list properties and go on listing appointments. I might even be shooting a little low here with the cost of gas. And then any realtor CE that you have. I'm in North Carolina, and everybody is required to go through like $700 in post licensing. So you can see here that I estimated it at about 16,000, and that's about $1,300 a month that you need to count on spending. All right. Now, could the marketing for listings be considered a cost of sale? They probably could, because in other words, you're not spending that $6,000 or $500 per listing until you get a listing, right? So that could be argued that that's a cost of sale. However, you need to make sure that you budget for this, because when you list properties, you do have to spend some money, right? Whatever it is. And gas, you need to make sure that you budget for gas, because when you're working, especially with buyers, you're going to have to drive them around. And when you're getting from appointment to appointment, so you need to make sure that you have all these items budgeted. I hope this helps. And I tell you what I'll do, I'll post this as a file as well, so that you have access to this if you need it in the future. All right. Not a fun subject to talk about, but one that's very necessary. Thanks.